can't achieve that level of emotion without having empathy, without the audience having empathy for the main character. So if we want them to feel vicarious emotion for the story, then they need to empathize. It comes from the same word. One reason why Harry Potter is empathetic is because he's an orphan, and you find this all the time. They're either an orphan or a half orphan. Their mom is dead, their dad is dead, both parents are dead. Luke Skywalker doesn't have any parents. He has an aunt and an uncle. Harry Potter's parents are dead. Pinocchio's made of wood. He has no parents. So this is key. In the beginning, in the character introduction, people need to like the character. Dorothy in Wizard of Oz, she's misunderstood. She doesn't have any parents. Her dog ran into the witch's garden. Auntie M doesn't get along with her. She falls into a pig pen and is nearly trampled by these pigs. I have a list of tricks for creating empathy for your main character somewhere in the beginning. And here it is. Number one, usually find conflict between the main character and their parent or the authority. So Luke wants to go to the academy, but Uncle Owen's like, no, you have to be a farmer. And Luke's like, I want to go to the academy. No, you have to be a farmer. So that's just a brief scene that makes us really like Luke, because we all understand that kind of conflict from our parents or from our boss. Number two, wrongful blame. You see this quite frequently, where a character walks into an office and there's a dead body on the ground and a gun, and the character goes over and picks up the gun, and the police burst in. You see that in like Matlock, or like these Columbo, these old detective things. What's this? A gun? Oh no, a dead body. Police burst in. Freeze. No, I can explain. Well, don't let them explain. They can't explain. Or if they just they're blamed for something that they didn't do, wrongful blame. People will empathize with the character. Violence or bullying, that creates instant empathy. If someone is unnecessarily cruel to your main character, we'll empathize with them. It just engages the flight or fight syndrome within the audience, and we just get behind the person who is not at fault, and we think, no, that's wrong. There's an injustice here, and we get behind that person. Our empathy goes behind them. Impossible Dreams, in Little Miss Sunshine, the opening shot of Little Miss Sunshine is a girl watching the Miss America pageant, and she wants to be Little Miss Sunshine, but she's not going to be Little Miss Sunshine. She's kind of frumpy, she's a little overweight, she wears these huge glasses, and she's just not what people think of as being pageant material. Number six, physical ailment. In the TV series House, it's based on Sherlock Holmes, where you have a genius guy figuring out mysteries, but House and Sherlock Holmes, they're such geniuses that they're also assholes. So House is really cruel to his staff. He saves people's lives, but he doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care about people. So they thought, how are we going to make people like this guy? Let's give him a bad leg. He has to walk around on a cane everywhere. So if people have a physical ailment of some sort, that's empathetic. And number seven, they're unable to explain their predicament. That relates to number two, wrongful blame. If someone picks up the gun and they're caught doing something wrong. Have you ever watched a movie, you just don't care? You don't care. You don't get behind the character. You don't feel empathy for them. You don't feel sympathy or anything. You're just going to change the channel. So hopefully you should know the exact reason why someone will be empathetic